Hi, my name is Nur Aiman Haikal, and my matrix number is A22B1043. And I will present an introduction part, and it have two objective of study. And first one is the objective of the study is to establish and analyze various aspects of starting an art and craft business. And secondly, to creating a payroll reports with appropriate formatting, displaying the today's date and payroll weeks ending date.
My matrix number is A22B0073. From this question, we need to create our own company and some detail about our company. Based on this slide, this is our company's profile. Let's move to the next slide. We can see the payroll report of B1G4 Corporation. What is payroll report? Payroll report is sum of all financial record of salaries for an employee. Continuous list for payroll report and the list for the rate, which is overtime rate is 1.5, commission rate is 5%, and piecework rate is 19 cents per hour. Here we can see how to calculate the regular pay. For example, in our company, financial department get 10 ringgit per hours, time which 46 hour working hours equal to 483, while marketing department get 90 ringgit and 50 cents, time 45 hours equal to 427 ringgit and 50 cents. In production department, they get 10 ringgit per hours, time 47 hours equal to 470 ringgit. While sales departments at 9 ringgit per hours, time 45 hours equal to 405 ringgit. Regular pay for administration department, calculation is same with marketing department. So let's move to the next slide. This is how we apply to calculate the overtime pay. For example, Eric Lee, in bracket, 10 ringgit and 50 cents times 1.5, which is the overtime rate, times 9 hours overtime hour work, equal to 141 ringgit and 75 cents. This calculation also applies to all employees that work overtime. Let's move to the next slide. For example, Yana has managed to make a sale which a total sales 2,860 ringgit per week. She has received a commission at 5% on the sale. How to calculate the commission? Commission for Yana is 2,860 ringgit, which is the total sales, times 0.05, which is a commission rate, equal to 143 ringgit. This method also applies to Kimber commissions. Next, piecework earning. For example, the manager has given a task to Hafimi and Rojana to complete the order of 1,000 pieces of pencil for a program in Kelantan. Each employee must complete 500 pieces of pencil per person and will receive a commission of 90 cents on each pencil they have completed. How much they get? Piecework earning equal to 500 units, which is the number of units produced, times 90 cents, which is rate per unit, equal to 450 ringgit each person. Calculation for gross pay. For example, gross pay for Nurjana binti Halim. Her regular pay is 470 ringgit plus overtime pay is 120 ringgit plus piecework earning 450 ringgit. Her gross pay equal to 1,040 ringgit. This formula also applies to all employees to calculate the gross pay. The continuous calculation for gross pay for 5 others employees. Now we can move to the question 2.
Hello and Assalamualaikum to Dr. Ayuni. My name is Azata Hani binti Abdul Aziz and my matric number is A22B1015. Today I will be presenting about the financial aspect of our upcoming art and craft business. In order to kickstart the venture, we have estimated that a total startup amount of 170,138 ringgit and 80 cents is required. Allow me to break down the various components that contribute to this venture. To begin with, we have made our own contribution of 10,000 ringgit towards the business. This represents our initial investment and showcases of our commitment to the project. Furthermore, we have secured a loan of 7,500 ringgit from a relative who has been kind enough to support our endeavor. The loan is accompanied by an interest rate of 2% per annum and has a term of 20 24 months. This means that the interest amount for this loan is calculated as 300 and the future value of the loan is 7,800 ringgit. Additionally, we have obtained a loan from Bank ABC with a principal amount of 45,000 ringgit. This loan carries an interest rate of 2.7% compounded every 2 months. With a term of 7 years, the interest amount for this loan is calculated as 54,338 ringgit and 80 cents. Consequently, the future value of the loan from Bank ABC amount to 99,338 ringgit and 80 cents. By combining the own contribution, the loan from relative, and the loan from Bank ABC, we concluded at the total amount needed to start the business, which is 117,138 ringgit and 80 cents. These features highlight the financial commitments and resources that we have secured to ensure the successful establishment of our art and craft business. It is essential to acknowledge the support we have received from our relatives and the trust placed in us by Bank ABC. Next, as a part of our financial agreement, I would like to represent to you the details of a permission notes for a loan we have obtained from a relative. This permission note serves as a legal agreement between B1 for Corporation and Azim Kari Azwar, outlining the terms and conditions of the loan. This permission note solidifies for our commitment to repay the loan from our relative. It emphasized the principal amount of 7,500, the interest rate of 2% per annum, and the loan period of 24 months. By signing these permission notes, we acknowledge our responsibility to repay the loan along with the accrued interest within the designated time frame. We are grateful for the support of our relative in providing us with this loan, and we are determined to honor our commitment. Failure to do so would result in legal consequences. That's all for me. Thank you.
Let's move to the next question. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Emilia binti Amri. My metric number is A22A0567. For this question, I have to identify the machinery used in our company. Hence, I also need to estimate the cost of each piece of machinery based on the real market. Based on our company, we use four types of machinery, which is vehicle, which cost 44,800 ringgit, printer and computer, which cost 3,699 and 4,000 respectively, and the last one is office furniture, which cost 4,420. For this question, I need to select one machine that we use in our company and construct a depreciation schedule for 7 years using two types of method, which is declining method and some of your digital method. Let me explain to you about declining method first. In this method, the machinery that our company used to construct the depreciation is computer. The cost of this computer is 4,000 and the scrap value is 1,200 ringgit. The calculation for total depreciation is 2,800 ringgit. For annual rate, from year 1 until year 7, it was 0.158. Next is about annual depreciation. Calculation is 0.158 multiplied with 4,000 and we got 632 ringgit. The amount is same like accumulated depreciation year 1, which is 632 ringgit. The last one is we need to calculate the book value, and after I calculate, we got 3,368 ringgit. According to the calculation that I have explained, it is a calculation for year 1. To find the amount for year 2 until 7, we need to use the same formula as I explained before. The final finally, after the calculation, all the year from year 1 until 7, I got the book value in year 7 more or less with scrap value, which is RM 1,200.18 cent. Now I will explain to you about some of your digital method. First of all, we need to calculate the total depreciation. The total depreciation is 2,800 ringgit. For some, after I calculate, we got the answer is 28. Next, for depreciation rate, the rate for year 1 is 1/4, or we can use 0.225. The amount for total annual depreciation for year 1 is 700 ringgit. But same like accumulated depreciation year 1, which is 700 ringgit also. And the last one is we need to calculate the book value for year 1. The calculation is RM 4,000 minus with RM 700, and we got 3,300 for year 1. This explanation is based on year 1. To get the book value for the year 7, we need to calculate all the year using the same formula. The book value for year 7 is 1,200 ringgit. Next, I will explain to you about an invoice. For this question, I need to calculate the payment that our company need to pay to supplier X if we paid at 13 March 2023. Since the invoice was paid 5 days after the date of the invoice, our company was entitled to a 7% cash discount. The calculation for cash discount is 0.07 multiplied with 80,911 ringgit, and we got 6,083.77. The payment is 86,911 minus which 6,083.77 and we got 80,827.23. So supplier X need to receive a payment of 80,827.23 from our company, which is BIG4 Corporation. Next, I need to calculate the payment that our company need to pay to the supplier X if we paid at 30 April 2023. Since the invoice was paid 90 days after the date, our company entitled N over 30 discount, which is no discount. The calculation for cash discount is 0 multiplied with RM 86,911, which is, and we got RM 0. Calculation for payment is 86,911 minus which RM 0 and we got 80,911. So, supplier X needs to receive a payment of 86,911 from our company, which is BIG4 Corporation.
Assalamualaikum and hi Dr. Ayuni. My name is Akila Farisha binti Muhammad Asri. My name is 8228080. I will present you for question 4. Based on the value that our company, which is the art and craft business, has identified in table 1 at 2.5% compound monthly is to amortize in 12 months. So the N is equals to 12 and I equals to 0.002083. So we enter this answer to the formula monthly payment. A equals to 99,338 ringgit.80 bracket 0.002083 divided by 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.002083 bracket power of negative 12. So the answer for the monthly payment is RM 8,390.7. Question 4b is amortization schedule. So we're using all this formula to complete this table. Calculation for the beginning balance equals to ending balance before is RM 99,338 ringgit. 186. The answer for ending balance is RM 91,155 ringgit for 02 For the monthly payment is same for the 12th month, which is the RM 8,390 ringgit for 74 cents. Next, the answer for the total paid is 16,781 ringgit 64 cents. The answer for the principal paid is 8,183 ringgit 78 cents. Next, for the total principal paid is 16,384 ringgit for 61 cents. The answer for interest paid is 206 ringgit point 96 cents. Next, the answer for total principal paid is 396 ringgit point 87 cents. So we calculate the same formula for the 12th month. At the end for 12th month, the ending balance equal to 0.25.
Conclusion part. We can improve our knowledge of bank discount, installment, purchases, simple interest, compound interest, and these other concepts. Next one, we able to provide detailed information and analysis related to starting and art and craft business, including company details, employee information, payroll reporting, startup cost estimation, promissory note, creation, machinery identification, and cost estimation. Depreciation schedule, construction, invoice payment calculation, bank loan amortization calculations, and amortization schedule creation.